We on the spot with
Motherfucking Culdesac Macc, man, aka Mr. 735. You know what the fuck going on, man.
Yes, sir.
okay, my boy. You feel me? Go ahead and let these folk know where you from, Mac, and your origin.
Man, Richton, Mississippi, you feel me? RCT for short, you know what I'm saying, abbreviation. Walnut Street to be exact. You know.
Okay.
Man, so what, what made you just start doing music, bro?
Shit, to be honest, I wrote my first song when I was in 4th grade. You feel me? Biggie Smalls, he was my favorite all-time rapper at the time, and before I knew what came with the shit, like, my dream was just to be a rapper before the money, the fame. You know, I love just creating music, you feel me? So that shit started in 4th grade, but I ain't get deep into it till I was about 17.
Okay, man.
Man, so who would you say are some of your more bigger influence in rap?
Well, really, I'm really influenced by. I'm really influenced by me and my story as me as an artist.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I come up like with the music I make is based on creativity, but I'm mixing, you know, my everyday life in there or my past life. So, but far as just major artists that inspire me, I say G Herbo. But just on some what keeps me going every day, inspiration, just myself and just wanting to like making in this shit.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So now that we getting into like more things about you before we get to drifting off here and there, you get what I'm saying? Let's talk about how you came up with your artist name.
Alright, yeah. Culdesac Macc, you feel me? My favorite show growing up was Ed, and Eddie. And they had their neighborhood on there was called the Culdesac. Now the projects I'm from, it's a cul-de-sac. It's made up just like Ed and Eddie. So that's where the cul-de-sac part came from. The Mac part came from the second, you know what I'm saying, place I was from, which was the Mac Swain communities. And I took Mac out of Mac Swain and just put the two places that breeded me to who I am and just made that into my name, Culdesac Macc.
Okay.
So what makes your sound unique?
I mean, cause my shit mixed with just being creative. My shit still, like, anybody can adapt to listening to my music from all different type of, whether it's race, you know, I can jump into anything I rap on. My style ain't stagnant, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can jump between rapping on some sample shit, some turn shit, some chill shit. Like, I just go all the way around. It's just whatever my creative process is for that day and how I'm feeling, that's how I go about making my music.
Okay.
So how far are you willing to take this as far as your career goes with the music?
I'm trying to, long-term goals, I'm trying to be on that J. Cole shit, like Kendrick shit. Not far as making music like them, but having like a certain level of notoriety, and then having a certain, like, to where my music has so much substance, I can be damn near 40 and still be dropping classics and motherfuckers fucking with it. And,
right.
You know, but short-term goals, I'm just trying to get to that next level to where it require me, you know, not having to work a 9 to 5 no more, where I could just wake up every day and be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
That's my next step. But long term, like, I'm trying to take this shit all the way to like Hove level. You feel me,
Right.
Jay-Z?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you told us, you know what I'm saying, when we began that you from Richton, Mississippi, right?
Yeah.
All right. But I've known you from having, you know what I'm saying, other places that you are familiar with, and you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So let's talk about, you know, before we get to the coast, you get what I'm saying? Because I know you've been rooted there for a while. Let's talk about somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, I know you from, you know what I'm saying, being familiar with, which is Collins.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. When I left Richton my 9th grade year. I was like 16, and I moved to Collins, Mississippi, and I stayed there for about 2 years, and again, like being in Collins really helped mold me into an artist too, because I've been in my hometown since a kid, since a baby. So to get the experience of being somewhere else other than my small town, that bred me to meet new people and go through different obstacles and new obstacles I ain't never faced before. You feel me? I had a lot of firsts in Collins, so that plays a part into me being an artist too. So, you know, I love Collins too. You know, I claim that definitely is somewhere where I lived, and you know, I love the time that I spent there and the people I met there. Like, I met some people that real life family. You feel me? Like, yeah.
For sure. Okay. Now that we done touched on Collins, let's talk about your, you know what I'm saying, your roots that you got down on the coast area.
Yeah, man. So the coast, you know, that it's gonna forever. Even when I make it past where I'm at now, and this shit pay off, I'ma always love the coast. That's gonna be considered really my second home, because on the coast is when I finally started taking music serious. Because when I moved to the coast, I was still in high school. You know what I'm saying? So once I got out of high school and I was able to focus 100% on music, that was my first time in the studio was down there. You know what I'm saying? My first video was shot down there.
Yeah.
You know, my first mixtape on Spinnerilla, I was living down there. You know what I'm saying? So that played a part in me being the artist I am today, and I was able to experience different sounds and, you know, work with different artists. And yeah, so Biloxi, the coastline, period. I lived in Gulfport and Biloxi, and yeah, it played a major part in me being an artist today too.
Okay then. So, all right, how do you take criticism? Like, do you think criticism with your music, do you think it helps you, or like, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah, like good and bad. You feel me? Cause like I was saying earlier, with bad criticism or negative criticism, I don't think it's no such thing as bad criticism. I feel like it is negative criticism, and you could take that, cause everybody ain't gonna rock with your music. You feel me? Like, it's gonna be different sounds, like people that you might not fit they sound that they listen to. So if a person or somebody or people not necessarily rocking with my music and they not fucking with it, or they give their opinion on my music, I take it with a grain of salt, and I still show gratitude because they still took time to check it out at least. You feel me? And far as the positive, it definitely turned me up, but I definitely don't look for validation, you know, because I'm doing this because I love to do it. So it's like, I'm putting it out there. Of course, you putting it out there for people to judge, but negative criticism, like I said, I take that with a grain of salt. Positive, it turned me up, you know, but both really turned me up, because I'm going to still keep going regardless.
For sure.
Okay, so run me through the process of Culdesac Macc creating a song. Like, how do you get into your zone, your mode of doing a song?
Well, okay, yeah. So when I writing a song, the hardest part is finding a beat that match how I'm feeling for that day. You know, because I might write some turn shit, you know, one day, and then the next day I be on some, you know, mellow shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I might want to go back to my childhood and, you know, rap on some sample shit. You know, some old soul shit. So my process really with writing, my first thing is if I'm gonna have a hook on the song. If I'm gonna have a hook, that's what I spend the most time doing. The verse kind of come naturally. Once I write that first line, I play off of that. You know, the longest part is really coming up with the hook and write my first line. When I write that first line, then it just flows like that. It take me about 15, 20 minutes.
Being that, you know what I'm saying, you are from Mississippi, you get what I'm saying? And we've talked about different places that, you know what I'm saying, you've been in and you've lived and stuff like that. So tell me about the different music scenes from these different places that you've lived from Richton to Collins to the coast, and then tell me how you feel about the music scene in Mississippi, period.
Well, okay, so the music scene in Richton, you feel me, like, with it being so damn small, like, it's the the music scene kind of a little washed out down there, considering that we don't have a lot of rappers in Richton. So, but the few rappers that we do got down there that's rapping and taking it serious, like, it's really based on just being from the projects, because the whole town of Richton is the projects. Like, it's that small. So everybody got that same story, you know, coming out of it. It's just about how you tell it on the song, you know what I'm saying? And far as Collins, like, they really making noise down there, you feel me? Like, I fuck with a lot of artists in Collins, and I feel like their music scene is really based off, again, it's like the poverty and struggle you endure and how you push that out to the public through your music, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more maybe Louisiana based, you know what I'm saying? Like Mississippi too, we like to, you know, discredit Mississippi for being like that too. Mississippi, I'm gonna say it's Mississippi based, you feel me?
Yeah.
You know, it's because we go through shit and we base just like they is anywhere else.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's more it's more, like I said, up tempo, you know what I'm saying, more in Collins. Far as like the coast, you know, they got their own type of sound, you know what I'm saying? It's more gutter, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying, more treacherous, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's more like, I guess you call it like slang and iron music, you feel me? Like, you know, they got their own way in how they pronounce words. Like, that's the unique thing about Mississippi. Like, from the top, bottom, side to side, everybody got their own way of talking and their own slang. They like to categorize us into, like, we talk the same and we rap the same. And it's different sides of Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Like, they talk different everywhere. You
like
feel
the coast talk different. Yeah, like, I look at Mississippi like three different worlds, because you have the coast area, you know what I'm saying, you have central Mississippi, which is like when you get close to like Jackson, Collins, Richton, you know what I'm saying, Hattiesburg. Then you have like north Mississippi, which is like the Delta and on up to you get to Memphis.
Yeah.
And it's like each one of those places are like totally
different worlds. They own worlds. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that's what I want people to understand about us in Mississippi. Like, you know, everybody, you can't categorize us based off of the past Mississippi. Like, the new Mississippi, we unique. We got our own sound. Everybody got their different way. You know, like, of course, ain't nothing wrong with being influenced by an artist. You know what I'm saying? And that's showing through your music. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But, you know, Mississippi do got their own sound. You know.
Okay.
So, all right, like, performance-wise, how do you cultivate your audience? Like, as in, if the audience was, you know, being negative and you know,
not receptive to the performance. I mean, with that, it's kind of like, it varies. You know what I'm saying? Like, now if it was already known, like, if I, you know, with me, the status I'm at now, I kind of expect that, you feel me? Because I ain't, you know, just all the way out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people still haven't heard my music in Mississippi. You feel me? Like, that's, you know, we think Mississippi's small, but it's really big. Like, to get heard in up north Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something. So if it depends, like, where the location and what sound they used to. Like, again, like, the way I rap, it might be they might not receive it as good if I was to perform on the coast, you know what I'm saying? Or the way I perform, it might not, you know, up north, they might be used to another sound. So, you know, again, that's kind of something you got to take with a grain of salt till you get to where you at, to where when you do perform, it's in front of people who paid to see you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you expect them to be rocking with you. But far as local wise, you know, everything is a learning experience. It's a good and a positive and everything.
Yeah. Then again, you know, it's like when you performing, you gotta catch the audience eye.
Yeah, they gotta gravitate towards. It ain't just about what you saying. It's your posture, your demeanor. You know, if you look like you ain't confident in what you saying, they gonna eat that shit up.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you get up there with confidence and you don't give a damn who rocking with you, and they feel like you really standing on what you saying or whatever the case may be, then yeah, I feel like it'll all work out for
Get
you.
good feedback.
Yeah, you'll get good feedback from that.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
So, what song would you say describes your journey as far as the music goes?
I probably have to, cause I have to say my song. I probably have to say Vivid, probably.
Okay.
You know, Vivid. That's just one. It's hard to pick just one, but if I have to go back to where you can listen, you can get a short story from the song about me. I say visit Vivid. You know, my song Vivid. Like it describes from all the way back from when I was a childhood up until the certain actions I took because of certain family members I lost. You know what I'm saying? And how my upbringing was, and then how I'm trying to prevail. So yeah, I say Vivid describe my my journey.
Okay. So, at what age did you realize that you wanted to do something with music?
I ain't gonna lie, I was age 10. Like 10 is when I really wanted to do it, but you know, my people, they was more on like rapping, not no real career, so they wanted me to do. So pretty much I'm gonna speak for me, I was pretty much being the person that my parents wanted me to be. You know, my pops wanted me to play basketball, you know what I'm saying? My mom and them wanted me to play sports, but my heart always been in music. But when I said I was gonna make it into a career where I was like, this is what I really, really want to do, I say I was about 17, 18, where I was like, when I get out of school, like, I'm finna do this shit full time, like, fuck college, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck anything extra, like, I'm finna do music. So I'll say about 17, 18.
Okay. On a lot of your songs, you know what I'm saying, I hear you say, you know, 735, or, you know what I'm saying, Mr. 735, you know what I'm saying? Tell me, you know what I'm saying, the meaning behind that.
Yeah, 735, like, when I was 17, I came up with this local label called GCE, and it stands for Guala Chasing Entertainment. And the 735 concept came, I say, 2020, 2021, where I dropped my project, Mr. 735. And 735, the number stand for GCE, but the number they come in, the order they come in the alphabet. You know, like G is the 7th letter.
Yeah, so you got it tattooed on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it tattooed on your arm.
Yeah, I got that. Once I got the concept of what I really wanted it, you know, I locked it in with some ink. You feel me?
For sure.
Alright, so who like what type of artists would like to do features with? Like, not saying what type, but like what will make you comfortable with doing features with an artist?
It's about like with me, I like working with artists that I got some form. As far as me being local, I like working with other artists that I got some form of a bond with. Like, I feel like that makes for good chemistry on the song when you really locked in to the person you doing the song with, rather than y'all trying to make it business and trying to just make a hit, rather than just two, you know what I'm saying, homies or whatever getting on a song and really just being creative, you know what I'm saying? So my thing when I do songs with people, I don't like to make it all about business. I really like to get to know that artist and be tuned into what they doing and they music, so that way I know what type of vibe we need to come on when it comes to selecting the beat and shit.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Who would you say are your top 5 favorite rappers or just musicians in general, all time?
Ooh, top 5? Shit, I'm gonna have to go. Excluding myself, I'm gonna have to go G Herbo, Kanye, Biggie, let's see, Cole, and let's see, motherfucking shit.
Okay. Since you know what I'm saying, you said the Lauryn Hill, you get what I'm saying? Outside of, cause you do, you know what I'm saying, hip hop rap, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So outside of hip hop and rap, what genre do you think you listen to the most?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to for sure say, old school R&B for sure, and regular R&B. And then I ain't gonna lie, I'm musically cultured. Like I fuck with a little bit of everything. You know, the only thing I probably don't listen to as often is like country music. You know, I don't listen to rock as much, but R&B, pop, you know, even dubstep. I even fuck with dubstep. Like, so that's why I feel like what molds me into an artist too is being musically cultured. Like, I can jump on anything because I'm used to hearing different shit, like different types of music. So yeah, outside of rap and hip hop, definitely R&B. You know, like I said, I listen to a little reggae. You know, a mixture of everything, pretty much.
Yeah, around it.
Okay.
So, as in, when you doing music, bro, how does it make you feel when you like, you know, just in the studio and you just, you know?
Shit, man, that's the best feeling in the world, being in that loud, man. Like when it's like I'm on some shit. Like if I record a song or I record a couple songs, like when I wake up the next day, that's the first thing I do is replay it. Like I love being in the studio and creating and then hearing what I created. Like the playback, always my favorite part after everything mixed and, you know, mastered and you got everything how you want it to go and you hear yourself. And I'll be thinking to myself like, damn, I like legit created this shit. So, you know, that's the best feeling in the world, being in the studio. That's the best part outside of doing video shoots. But yeah, I love that shit.
So what song, like, do you have any songs to where you don't like but others do?
Hell yeah. Let me see. Well, it was a song. My song. I got a song called "Poverty" that I waited 3 years to drop it. Like I wasn't fucking with it. It was just something I kind of just woke up and did one day. But people gravitated to it so much. Like it went crazy on TikTok. Damn near 200,000 views. Like my streams and shit went up. But it's like it be confusing because that ain't the song I thought would go up for me. You feel me? But that's the best thing about being an artist. You just never know, and you never know what people gonna gravitate to. Exactly. You feel me? Like whatever the state of the world is in right now, Poverty might just be that song that, you know, that everybody can relate to.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Get people through their day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So that.
How has your creative process evolved since you first started doing music?
I take more time to write my music now. You know, at first it was just about writing something, recording it, putting it out. Right. You know, but now I actually try to put more substance in my lyrics. Mm-hmm. You know, it ain't nothing to come up with a verse, you feel me? Right. But if I'm trying to go based off of a song having a meaning behind it, I take more time writing it. So it's more quality over quantity. You know, so I can feel good about just recording one song a day. You know what I'm saying? True. Like as long as I take my time and make this one song how I want it to make, I'd rather that than 6, 7, 8 songs a day. And I didn't put no thought into. I only put thought into 3 out of 8. You know what I'm saying, or something. So yeah, that's more. Yeah, I'm more focused on taking more time writing.
For sure.
Okay. Going back into what you said about Poverty, you know what I'm saying, and each traction that it got on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, you were very active on Twitter also, Twitter and TikTok, and talk about the success that you've seen on Twitter with your song.
Shit, yeah, my shit went viral on the Say Cheese comment section. My song Mind Trip, you know, I recorded that song. That was another song where I really took my time and put some thought into the song. So I'm really proud of that song, and I'm glad I chose to push that one as far as like visuals and money, you know, wise for promotion. And I commented on the Say Cheese post with a link, and it went up, you know, almost 100,000 views, and people went crazy. Again, that was again one of them songs where I had the most confidence in, so I wasn't necessarily as shocked when people gravitated to it, because I really had faith in that song. But as far as Poverty, that was just a song I made and I kind of just threw out there years later to get it out the vault, and you know, people fucked with it. So yeah, but yeah, Mind Trip, definitely I had a success with that on Say Cheese on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, it's still, even that's been months ago and it's still going up.
Okay. Well, let's get into what you're currently doing right now. What's your latest project called that you released?
I got a project EP called Golden Ages. That shit on all platforms. You know, Golden Age, I called it Golden Ages because the sample, I'm rapping on old sample beats, and then it's old songs from the vault. So that's why I named it Golden Ages. But I will be dropping a deluxe to it. I ain't gonna say the date, but I will be dropping a deluxe. I'm gonna add 4 more songs to it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm getting back in that mode, in artist mode. You know, I'm stepping away from the executive thoughts that I feel like I gotta put into my career right now and just focus on the love of music.
Okay. Do you have any visuals from that project that you would like for people to go check out?
Yeah, I got a video to Hard Body. That's the last track on Golden Ages. Hard Body. I dropped that visual about a month ago. Yeah, definitely check that out. But I'm definitely finna come with some more visuals. You know what I'm saying? For songs that's already on there, and then for this deluxe version. But right now, the only visual I got to it is Hard Body. So definitely tap in.
Who would you say right now, hear that live, that you want to feature from?
You said who would I want to feature from? Like, do it like major artists or
major artists, all time major artists.
Major artists, I really want a verse from Cole or Herb, bro. Like, I want Cole on Mind Trip or something. You know what I'm saying? On my song Mind Trip. Yeah. You know, and Herb, like, I just want to create some new shit. I want to create some new shit with Cole too. But sure. I did like a little mashup video of an acapella verse and put it on Mind Trip. And that shit just meshed so good together. I'm like, bro, we could really do so. Yeah, Cole and Herb, they definitely my 2 artists. You know, when I get to where I want to be, them 2 artists I for sure want to work with. Them the first artists I'm gonna tap in with.
Okay. Can you discuss any non-musical influences that you have, such as like maybe books or TV shows or some movies, anything that play a part in your music?
Yeah.
Or that has played a part in your music before?
Yeah. Again, like even just working my job, like, you know, my goal is to stop working a 9 to 5 and focus on music. Like, going to work actually motivates me to become an artist even more. So I come up with some of my best work, you know, at work. You know, in my head, I already come up with some lyrics. I come up with majority of my songs at work. So I can say, like, people look at 9 to 5s as a negative, but you gotta turn some shit into a positive. You know, at least until you get to where you want to. Because right now, that's your reality. You feel me? Right. You got to do this job to get the bills paid, to fund your career. So you turn that into something to benefit you. So, yeah, I'm on a clock. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also working to where I ain't got to come back in here no more. Y'all hiring me and having me in here do this is me helping me come up with content outside of here. So you gotta find ways to flip your negatives into a positive. And that's one way I do it, is using my job for motivation.
Okay. Now, you know, when we talked over the phone, you said you got something special coming up with, you know what I'm saying, mixing your music with a different genre. You get what I'm saying? We're not gonna speak on that right now. You don't want nobody copying you and nothing like that. But so that goes to say that you are open to work with people from other genres, though.
For sure, definitely. Like I'm damn near pleading for different people of different genres to like tap in and let's work, let's network, you know. So I'm definitely not trying to restrict myself to just hip hop and rap, but I do got some off the wall shit coming, like where I'm jumping into a whole different bag. So it's gonna touch a whole different fan base. So, you know, I actually got 2 different sounds I'm jumping in. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't gonna say one of them, but I did get on a Hispanic Mexican song for the first time where the artist was speaking, you know, fluent Spanish like through the whole song. My verse is in English, but you know, that's my first time jumping into that. So yeah, I'm definitely down to work with any genre, any type of music.
Okay. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We done chopped it up real good. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, coming through. But before we get up out of here, we were just talking about, you know, you want to work with people from other genres, but even the people who are in your genre, like, tell them the best way, you know what I'm saying, if they want to network with you and, you know what I'm saying, possibly, you know what I'm saying, do some music together, you know what I'm saying, what would be the best way to go about that?
Man, just tap in with me and follow me on Instagram, you feel me, and let's lock in. DM me, my DM's open. You know, I'm not Hollywood. I got my message requests open, so anybody want to work, even if you don't feel like you want to follow me, like you just, whatever the case may be, tap in with me and I got you. You know, I'm not one of these artists where I don't want to feel like I'm too good to work with people. You know, whoever want to work, tap in, features free. You know what I'm saying? I just want to eat. That's it. You feel me?
For
For sure. And once again, we is on the spot with my boy Culdesac Macc.
On the spot with Ski, man.
You feel
Tap
me?
the fuck in, man.
Mr. 735.
Mr.
You know what I'm saying?
735.
Mr. GCE.
You feel me?
Yeah.
RCT, you dig?